they hear Sandstorm, and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Roadrunners will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Spits it out to the back. Working that left side now. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So UTSA's offense has the ball for the first time. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Fires to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Caught over the middle. It's Murray.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Penny. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Got his man on the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Roadrunners are rolling down the field. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
Oh, it's out. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Roadrunners will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in the game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UTSA. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Murray. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Trying play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Murray. Still on his feet at the 45. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Gamecocks want to crank their tempo. This time they'll go to the running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Delivers the contact. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Hits the spin cycle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Roadrunners are flying down the field. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Makes the grab over the middle. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Roadrunners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Coastal Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Got his man. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact...
He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Just destroying his way through the field. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They think there's room to run to the right here. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Got it behind the line. It's Penny. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The option look. He'll toss it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to the team.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And that And pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. And you see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes him...
Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On second down, looking again to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Trying to seal the edge on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
The Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Roadrunners are threatening on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, UTSA! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Murray. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's got it down the middle. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Back to the air one more time. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
He's got his man. Tackled, but he has a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. Trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Murray. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Wants to go up top. Gets open down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Powers forward. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They're bringing heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Oh, look out, there he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's Kent. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Roadrunners are marching down the field. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And the beatdown has ensued. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the ball.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
First down for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field. He was trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
They've got it at the 25, just needing a yard on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Might have misread that one. Would have been better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he'll give up the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Takes it on the return.
Return brings it out to the 27. And your South Carolina Gamecocks will take
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. At midfield, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the option. He'll toss it. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for